Hey guys, welcome to this video. My name is Randy Chambliss. I am the founder of MyRealEstateTrainingPro.com, and I'm excited, guys, to be able to share this video with you today because this is video number 3 in our new video training series called the 10 Principles to Financial Success. And in our last video, principle number 2, we talked about being open to change. Today, our video, we're going to discuss the difference between the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. Well, guys, I'm going to tell you, it took me a while to really accept this information because it was going against my belief that I had that there's a conscious mind and subconscious mind, right? And that there's such terms called programming or paradigm, right? And so I didn't really accept that. But it got to a point in my life where I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I was sick and tired of being broke, right? And I used to study successful people. And multimillionaires will always make statements and say, listen, it was my belief. When I changed my belief, my results changed. When I changed my belief, the resources started to coming to me. When I changed my belief, my income skyrocketed. And so when I used to listen to these individuals to share their personal story, I used to be waiting for that golden nugget, that success principle of a specialized knowledge, right? That one marketing strategy, that one phrase that I could use, right? That little catchphrase. So I was always looking for something, but it was always to the point where it was so simple. People were like, listen, it was my beliefs. I changed my belief. And so it really wasn't until I actually took the time when I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. So you know what? Let me really research this. And as I started to study, I started to research, I started really humbling myself to multi-millionaires and listening to their success principle. And I had to admit, everybody I interviewed, everybody I talked to, all say the same thing, that it was my belief that changed my situation. And so, guys, what I've learned, guys, is that there's two minds. It's not one mind, it's your conscious and subconscious. Your conscious mind is your thinking mind. It can accept information and it also can reject information. Your conscious mind is where your 5 senses are. Your touch, smell, hearing, taste, and even seeing. Those 5 senses in your conscious mind. And these 5 senses creates programs inside of your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind cannot reject any information. It can only absorb information, just like a sponge. You have some water that's on the desk, you take the sponge, you blot it on top, and this kind of pattern is going to absorb that water. I have a 11-month old son, really 11 and a half, getting ready to be 1 year old the next couple of days as of this video. And my son is being programmed how to walk, right? And so the two minds, the conscious and subconscious mind, they learn totally different. And we got to understand that thing. The conscious mind, you can read a book and absorb the information and you get it. You say, okay, yeah, I get that. I understand the principle. I understand the story. I know what's going on. I could take this information and transfer it on a test paper, right? Now, how many times you guys have read a success book, right? Personal development book, and really your life really didn't change, right? Your finances didn't change. Well, because you didn't do one of the major things that's necessary for you to win. And that is to take that book, that knowledge that you received, or that CD, or that video, and push it and press it upon your subconscious mind. Here's what I mean by that. My 1-year-old son, he's learning to walk. So I see him throughout the day. He gets up on his 2 legs and he walk and he fall. He get up again, he walk a little bit and he fall. Then all of a sudden he started to walk, get up and he walked further. Then he fell. He got back up. Then he started to walk a little further. Then he fell. So over and over again, guys, he's getting up and he's walking, he's practicing, and the more he walked, the longer he stayed on his 2 feet, right? And so what that's doing is creating a habit for him. It's habitual. See, guys, we have to understand that our 2 minds learn totally different. Our subconscious mind, it learns based on habitual, right? Habits, right? That's one of the ways. There's a couple other ways as well. But the main way it learns is by habits, doing something over and over and over and over again, just like my son. he's walking over and over again. So eventually he's gonna be just like us, guys, most high willing. He's gonna walk on his two legs with no problem. He'll never think about it, right? Just like you today. You're watching this video, you probably was walking throughout the day. You didn't actually stop and thought about, okay, what should I do to walk? What's my next steps to walk? Do I do this, A, B? You don't think about that. It's a program in you. It's a paradigm that's already created in you. You already understand how to walk. It's nothing to you. No different than when you learn your ABCs, right? You have to say your ABCs over and over and over again. When you learn your times tables, you have to say your timetables over and over and over again until eventually you learned it. When you took your driving test, the same thing. You practiced driving over and over and over again. And eventually that became a program. And now you don't hesitate when you say your ABCs, your timetables, or even driving or walking, because it's a program. So here's what I want you guys to understand. 95% of the time a day and even more, you're making decisions based on your program, based on your beliefs. I'm gonna prove it to you. Let's assume that you're walking up the street and all of a sudden somebody call your name, Randy. Do you stop walking and start to pay attention to the person that called your name? Because as you're walking and somebody call your name, you stop paying attention for that moment. Your subconscious mind your conscious mind stops paying attention and it starts to hear the person that called your name, right? But you don't stop walking. You could do 2, 3, 4, 5 things at one time. So what happens? You default to your program of walking. So even though you walk and somebody call your name, consciously, on your conscious mind, you hear something, you stop paying attention, but you continue to walk because you defaulted to the program of walking. Same thing when you're driving your vehicle. Your cell phone might ring. You pick up the cell phone, hello, and immediately you stop paying attention to the road, but you continue to drive, right? You continue to stay in the lane, hopefully, right? And then most of the time throughout the day, I don't know about you guys, but I experience this a lot of times in my life, and a lot of people I talk to experience the same thing. You may be going home, right? And you know your exit. But today you say, you know what, let me stop by my mother home or my cousin home, right? Or my brother home, whatever. And so all of a sudden you say, you know what, let me go to their house. And so you need to get off at exit number 3, right? But you supposed to be going to your cousin house or your mom house, your brother house, that's exit number 5. So as the phone rings, you're talking on the phone, but you're driving, you defaulted to your subconscious mind, you defaulted to your program, you defaulted to your paradigm, you defaulted to your belief, right? So you're just driving while you're talking on the phone, all of a sudden you get off on your exit to go home. You said, man, I was supposed to go by my brother home. Why? Why that happens? Because you was programmed to go home. You was programmed to get off that exit because you take that route every day and you're programmed to get off there. So guys, that's why I wanted to share with you guys to prove to you that 95% of the time of the day, you default to your subconscious mind. You default to your beliefs and your programs. And when you default to the beliefs and program, right, whatever your beliefs are, you take actions based on that. And then your action dictates your results. So if you're not getting the results that you desire in your life, then it means you have to work backwards. You have to look at your actions. You say, okay, this is the results I'm getting. It's not what I want. So what action am I taking? Well, next step, you go backwards and say, what is my beliefs? What's my program? So there's many programs, guys, that you have that's available to you, that you have that's perfect, right? We just named several of them. Walking is a program, perfect. Driving is a program, perfect. Timetables is perfect, right? When you go to sleep at nighttime, your subconscious mind, your program regulates your body temperature. Of course, the Most High God, right, is the one that's directing that. But your subconscious mind, your brain cell is sending signals to your brain cell to regulate your body temperature. It flows, your heart is pumping at a certain level, right? Certain amount. So your blood is flowing through your body. All based on your program. So those programs are good. But listen, here's the thing. If it's something that you struggle with, something that you're having a tough time doing, like some people might be making money, right? It's tough for you to be able to make $10,000 a month. It's tough for you to make $20,000 a month, $50,000 a month. It's tough for you to be financially free. It's tough for you to do whatever, right? If something comes hard and tough for you, all that means is that's a program that you need to rewrite. Because a lot of people, guys, have certain programs about money that's hindering them from moving forward. For example, sometime I'm doing a seminar and I'll make a statement, say, listen, I will go around the table, you tell me how much money you would like to earn over the next, 6 months, and you want to make that monthly. And some people, guys, is afraid to even say that they want to make $10,000 a month. It's like taboo to them. Why? Because they've been taught that money is the root of all evil. But it's not the case. The scripture says that it's the love of money is the root of all evil, not money. Some people say, well, money don't grow on trees. Well, most money is printed on some green paper. Paper come from what? Trees. So it's just a program that we've been taught that keeps us from moving forward. So guys, if you are afraid to even say that I want to make $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month, $50,000 a month, if you're afraid to even think that thought, then that's a program in you must change. Or you will never make $50,000 a month, right? I'm just being honest with you. But how do you program yourself, right? How do you have, the Most High God gave you wishes, gave you desires, right? And so if you are thinking that thought consciously, your wishes and your desire, you're still not going to get those results until you impress it upon your subconscious mind. You have to create a belief. So here's how you do it, guys. You have to write it down. The scripture said the people perish for lack of vision, right? So you got to write the vision down. Habakkuk 2:2 say write it down, but also it says make it plain. So you write that vision down, you make that vision plain. Now you want to read that vision over and over and over and over again. Whatever that vision is, whatever your wishes and desires are, you read it habitually. You say it out loud habitually, over and over again. For days, for months, for weeks, it does not matter, right? You keep telling yourself that, you keep reading. It's called affirmations over and over again. And what are you doing? You're impressing your conscious thought down into your subconscious mind. It's absorbing that information and seeing it and hearing it over and over again. And then eventually you're going to start to believe it. Then once you start to believe it, you have successfully programmed yourself. Well, Randy, how do you know when you believed it? When you start getting the results. So when you start to win, financially, when you start to obtain your wishes and desire, you know that's when you have that program. And then you move on to the next program. So guys, I don't want to drag this video out. I hope this information has been helpful to you. So make sure, guys, if you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook, make sure you like the page. Make a positive comment below. I would love to hear your thoughts, guys. And also share this video, guys, if you think this can help somebody else. And if you want more information, guys, go to myrealestatetrainingpro.com. On that site, guys, we teach both financial and both real estate investment training, guys. We teach you how to buy your first home and also how to invest in real estate. So guys, in the next video, I'll see you over top. God bless.